Roll sound.
Sound production, take one.
We ain't got the chairs right now, but we on the couch,
Yeah.
the director's couch. I'm your host, GVO, of course. To the right of me, we got.
Big Bianca.
To the right of Bianca, we got
Big May, Martha.
Big May, Big Bianca, Little GVO. We here today, y'all.
Definitely little G.
All right, man. We got a special one today.
What you got cooking?
We got a special one today. Well, first off, appreciate y'all coming on the couch. First and foremost.
It's definitely different than the chairs.
I know it's a little bit. It's a little more comfier. It's
It's gonna come out today.
Well, guess
Designed
what?
a little
I feel
bit.
special, and I'm honored. I got the couch and not the chair.
Got the chair, got the couch.
You know?
Today, okay, well, first and foremost, let's get into demo tape real quick. Let's get into demo tape. Right? I want you guys. Martha has been on several productions with me, of course. And obviously this is your first with us too as well. I just want y'all to go ahead, go explain your overall experience, with this film overall. How did you feel going into this one with your characters?
Well, coming into, first of all, I knew about a web series, and then all of a sudden you threw demo tape at me, and I was like, oh, bet, all right. I loved it. Once I read the script and how it was going to go, I loved the experience. I love my character. Both of her being the professor and then also being separate, even though it was the same character, being the therapist as well, just was empowering in its own way. I appreciated you also allowing me to name my character. That made it more personal to me. And I don't know if I told you before that I named her after my grandmother.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that you picked your name.
Yes, I asked if I could, and my maternal grandmother had minimal education. And so putting the professor in front of her name is Ana Olivero, that meant a lot for me. It put that on the generations. And so I really embraced Ana, and I loved her character. I loved what she stood for. I loved just how she represented her position. I feel like she was caring and very endearing in her way, and really wanted to teach and reach these students. So that's the vibe I got from her. And then as a therapist, I felt like she still embodied those characteristics, but it was more personal. And in that sense, she could be a little bit more endearing, because, teachers a little bit, the professor has a different type of rapport with their students than you would with your patient, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But with Monique's character, it was kind of like both. Like, I took to her because she was my student, and she was a great student, and she was going through something that I could kind of familiarize with. There was some familiarities. Mm-hmm. But no, I actually loved her character, and I love what she stood for. My favorite part, though.
Right outside the door.
Right outside the door.
My bad.
So many people was like, yo, Bianca, that is so you. Like, it was so you. When we seen that was like, that's Bianca.
Let somebody slam the door in my face. Girl, I'm coming back. Boom, 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 boom.
Listen, I had, I'm a mandated reporter, so I had to kind of take a chill before I got reported. No, but yeah.
But you did very good for this to be your first film.
Thank you.
You did an excellent job.
I appreciate that so much.
You played that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm telling you, Keisha slammed that door in my face. I'd have had to whoop her down.
Listen, Bianca would have been on that door like bang, 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 bang in the window. Hello? I know you just didn't close that door in my face. But yeah, Miss Oliveros and Miss O had to be like, and it had to be the way he wanted, though. I think I did that part 3 times.
Yeah. What about you, May? Talk about it.
Well, this was my first time having a lead role in a movie. like I had like a little small supporting lead role my first time filming, but playing Keisha.
You did that.
Let's talk about it.
Playing Keisha made me tap into, I want to say kind of maybe an alter ego or something, because I don't know, I grew to like Keisha, but I hate her at the same time, just because she was such like the way I really treat my kids.
It's so different.
It's so different. So it was a lot of scenes and stuff where I really had to like tap in to this person, and it was just like, okay, you know how you be wanting to snap on somebody. It was just like, give it your all, but don't do too much. And a lot of the feedback that I got is like, everybody's like, you did that, you played that, you did that. So I'm like, because that was like going into this, I had a conversation with GBO, and I was like, you think people gonna like Keisha? And he told me straight up, he was like, so I'm gonna like her. It's one of those characters where you're gonna like love hate her. And it's like, I thank everybody for telling me that I did a good job, because that was my thing. I really
Excellent.
wanted to execute her, because it's like, okay, it's hood, she ghetto, she ratchet, which I can be, but I'm more of a like a classier, like ratchet type person. So to be like, motherfucker, like I was like, oh, okay. But seeing it all come together, I was like, I be rewatching it and I be like,
Come on, you got to understand for people to
you did
actually.
that.
Yes, you did. When I said when people actually hate you, like when people, and you know how this, because you've had a character that you've seen and they've been in different movies, and then you're like, nah, because I remember what you did to so and so. You did that so well.
But see, I'm that person that, like, our cast member Josh, to me, his name is Crash, and he will always be Crash to me. Like, y'all know I call him Crash, Crash, Crash. But it's like now I'm being called Keisha. And it's like my kids, like, when I yelled at my son the other day, he was like, you acting like Keisha. Keisha. And I'm like, yo, like, now I
Oh, you
have
really want
a
me to get like
name.
that?
Like, I'm Keisha, and people now are going to recognize me as Keisha. Like, I got a weird Instagram where somebody was like, Keisha, you do that again? Like, I'm calling CPS on you. And I'm like,
Like, listen.
like, baby, you don't even want the problems in real life. You don't want me to be Keisha in real life.
Yeah,
But
don't do that.
it was just like, I appreciate it, because it just shows that, I have potential.
Absolutely. I see that in Adult Swim. He was running that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was trying, Tish playing Tish and playing Keisha was like the same, but it was on different levels. Like, Tish is like way calmer. She handled everything like, all right, if I have to get gangsta, I am. But Keisha just was hardcore to the max. She didn't give a shit about nobody.
What I noticed about Keisha is it make you want to know why she
Yeah.
is like that.
I was on her that, because, like, even as I'm watching, and it's like, you got to think about it, like, we know the script. We know how it plays out, like, and then once seeing it come all together, but it was just like, damn, what did she sit in that jail? Did she ride? Did she die? Like, it's so many questions. And then when people ask me those questions, I'm like,
But that's
I
how
don't
you
know.
know it's good because people
like, I don't know. I don't know how to answer things. Like,
people want to know more of the story. That's how you know the effect that it had and how good it was because people want to know: is there a part two? Is there more? Like, what's this person's story like? But that's what made me curious about you. Like, what did Keisha go through? What was her mom like? Was like that for her to be this way? Because I try to break a cycle.
Well,
I definitely broke a cycle in real life, though.
Me too.
well, in regards to like embodying the character, talk about like a little bit in regards to like how you had to prep and prepare. What thoughts went through your mind in regards to the prep and prepare that you had to do with the character. If you want, you can mention in regards to like what the character was idolized behind as well.
Keisha. Keisha, to prep for this, I had to kind of think of like how I grew up, situations and stuff that I went through, like in my own personal life, like with my mom and stuff. My mom was Keisha. Not all the way Keisha, but my mom, certain sides of her, like I grew up in the card, like the card house being my house, like that scene, and then like my mom going to jail, I dealt with that, and then like I was verbally abused as a kid. So, and all my family noticed, and like a lot of my friends, like it was embarrassing. Like your mom calling you like bitch this, bitch that. Like for so long, bitch was like my name. Like even my aunts and them was like, girl, your mama should have just named you that. But
Damn.
it became the normal for me. But like when she would do it around my friends, like my friends, everybody like, oh, we love Miss Sylvia. That's so funny. Da, da. Like they became bitches and hoes, and I'll be like, if they parents didn't know you. Like somebody call my child, I'm gonna whoop your, I'm gonna whoop on you.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
problem.
really gonna
Don't
whoop
get
on
comfortable
you.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that just goes to show that my mom had another side of her where it was like warm and it was loving and she would cook for everybody. She would feed everybody. But then it's like at the same time it was like that's where I had to tap in. It was just like, okay, you gotta be Sylvia. Like she ain't take no mess from nobody. Like she was one of them people, she was real little. So it was just like, don't mess with her. So it was just like I had to kind of think like, okay, give him Sylvia, but make it a little more up to date and hardcore. Like I don't give a damn who you is. You playing with my money?
Facts.
Don't play with my money. You gonna get your playing with my money.
There was a lot of truth to it.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, relatable.
Like
moments.
even when, the whole thing where what was his name was GVL, right? What was his name?
What's your character name?
Did he have a name?
I didn't give myself a character name. I just
Because I was wondering that because somebody asked me what was his name and I was
That guy.
yeah that guy
yeah that guy.
that guy.
He's that guy.
That guy, when he, a lot of people ask like, well, why didn't you shoot him? Or why didn't you listen to her? And I was like, well, Keisha, I felt like it could have been more told there maybe, where it was like, she warned him.
She did.
She warned him, like, don't play with my child. So to me, that gave her a little compassion to where it was like, okay, she did care about her daughter a little bit.
I did notice moments.
And then like where she was really upset at her, like, yo, you went out here and really got your stupid ass pregnant. Like I felt like it was coming in like a good way, but Keisha just handled it a little too aggressive. I went through moments like that in life where when I got pregnant though, I thought my mom was gonna be like Keisha, like kick me out, put me out, and it was like totally different though. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a grandma, oh yeah, and I was like,
Oh. Okay.
that is not what I expected, like, at all. So it was like, to separate that, it was kind of hard because it was like, dang, I really gotta kick her out. I really gotta tell her to get out of here. So it was like, because the mom and me was
Yep.
like, oh, come here and get a hug. But
We had to stop and do that scene how many times?
we did that scene maybe about 10 times. We definitely did because
Was it emotional?
10 minimum.
yeah.
It probably was more than 10. Just because I had to like. It probably was more than 10 just because I really like okay. For me, I think that was a side of like, okay, I really had to tap into like the I had to tap into like the directive side because typically like I just say, hey, this, go, right. This is where like I truly had to stop, cut. Okay, look, Mar, you got to do this a little bit different.
Aggressively.
Or whatever. Yeah, because Mar was
I
being
was
like,
struggling with it.
Mar was being super like, you gotta get the fuck out my house, sweet man.
I really was. I was just like, all right, you gotta get your shit. You gotta get out. He was like,
Cut this shit, cut.
he was like, listen,
Fuck no.
I need you to snatch her ass up, push her out, get physical with her. And I'm like, she's pregnant. Like, I gotta get physical with her. Like, it went so far, and a lot of people will not know the shit that happened. Like, it went to the point where we broke shit trying to get that scene.
Shit.
Yeah, like the whole food flying off the plate, even that scene, like that was real food. That was like a real moment. Like, it's real, like behind the scenes shit be like, if we had the cameras rolling the whole time, a lot of the shit, especially on my end, was like, cut, listen.
So even with that scene too,
Major method acting.
so even with like the that scene with the eating out of the garbage can situation, that scene was inspired off of a conversation that was had in real life too. Something that someone very close and dear and near to my heart told me that they had experienced in their childhood or whatever. So I try to mix all that together or whatever. And Martha's being super like warm hearted. She gotta eat this out of there. Are you sure you want her to do that? Why my character gotta do that?
But that really was me. Like, I was having like so many mixed emotions that people don't know. Like, it was days where it was just like, I need a drink. And he's like, you cannot. Like, your rules, like, you cannot get drunk. I said, we are not doing this. And I was just like,
But we agreed to that from the beginning though of the film.
Yeah.
Like we agree, and honestly, like like even taking this back. So like taking this back to like last year, right? I explained like how this movie even got even delayed. So last year I had a conversation or whatever with some folks or whatever. She was around too for it. Well, like I told her or whatever, but it took. Well, actually, no, I told you beforehand, and then hiatus. Let's not talk about that. Like basically like the context of like that conversation I had, not everybody, but one person individually said, I feel like for this film in particular or whatever, which I don't disagree, but I felt like they stated we should, if a person insinuated it for themselves, I feel like if we're going to have like this type of film, we should have lines in the sense of understanding the difference between lines and triggers. No, I understand that. I'm all for that, whatever. I don't disagree with that. But I also feel like in the same sequence too, whatever, because of the topic. Either way, like if you understand what I write down in a line, if it's something more severe or whatever that I want you to say or I want you to do or whatever, it's still gonna trigger or sense something or whatever within that. So went through a whole year, just decided, I was like, I'm going to just hold off or whatever. I'm going to end up figuring out if I'm going to end up doing it again, but just when or whatever. Obviously, time come forward, fast forward or whatever. We do everything. Now, this leads up to this part with her like changing like everybody's character around with regards to
Keisha wasn't even my original character.
how yeah
I think I vaguely remember this conversation.
Keisha was not my original character, you guys. I think I was supposed to be Danielle, right?
no
Or was I Monique?
no
It was the other two. Was it Magic and
I had like
and
I really
Simone?
wasn't a main. I don't know. I wasn't like a main character.
This is not the cast originally is not the original cast.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought it was.
But I was
because of
in
the-
it, but I wasn't like main up in front and center because I was like, after Adult Swim, I just need to sit back and then.
Well, okay, in regards to like character,
I might have been the professor. I don't know.
I don't know, cause I don't know. I gotta go back and like look. But I think in regards to like character build and character design, cause I remember, like I said, I sat and talked with every girl in regards to like trying to build like the character story, the background, the idea for everything or whatever. Her character, I knew near and dear in regards to what she just explained. I felt like it was too close to home. So because I felt like it was, which goes back to how I ended up, going with these set of rules when she was talking about drinking. I felt like her character was so close and too close to home that I knew then that Martha could do it. I essentially, I kind of was more so scared in regards to like what we just talked about, lines and triggers. And I was nervous in regards to like, okay, if I place this on her, funny. So I actually tell you who was supposed to be Keisha originally. I was scared in regards to if I placed this on her, would it present like those traumatic things or whatever? Would it take you to a place that I don't really want you to be in? You know what I'm saying? Your normal daily life or whatever. So originally, Martha was not supposed to be Keisha. Nita was supposed to be Keisha
That's
originally.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Nita was supposed to be Keisha originally. It might have been a professor. Now I'm thinking about it.
I think it was something I was a little scaled back to where we like always like, okay, we don't hit things hit bumps in the road, and we sat down, which GBO does this a lot with all of his, cast members, because he sat down with you. He sat down and he was like, yo, what do you think about, and I was like, well, I was like, forget it. I'll just play Keisha. Like, I'll play Keisha. Let's put this person there and move this person there because I know this person will
Deliver.
I feel like she would deliver. And he asked me, he was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Not really, but I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it."
Yeah, just because I was more so thinking about like, and the crazy part is, it's so crazy. Every character I designed, what I wanted to stray away from, or whatever for each character, I tried to rotate them all. They all still ended up rotated in the same character design. Believe it or not, literally, I tried to. That's what it was. I tried to switch her. It could have been a professor. I can't. I keep saying that. But okay. Anywho, Nita ended up being Monique. I tried to switch Nita off of Monique. Well, I didn't want Nita to do Monique originally. I want Nita to do Keisha. Magic originally was. I know for sure. Magic originally was supposed to be Monique.
And Simone was supposed to be Danielle.
Nope. Simone wasn't. Simone wasn't Danielle originally. So the original Danielle. The original Danielle was supposed to be Dominique. So Dominus Dubai. Dominique originally was supposed to be Danielle. And that character, that storyline would have been like a little more in depth than what we got or whatever too. For the simple fact that Dominique, like, she in real life like actually singing and all that stuff too or whatever.
I see what you're saying.
So I could have like made her character like in her storyline further more.
Sugar Ray could sing a little bit.
I didn't know if Ray could sing or not, or whatever. But also like we was on a time crunch too. I felt like trying to play everything or whatever. But I wasn't thinking at the time to ask like, yo, Ray, you can sing or whatever. So but everybody character end up playing the same damn thing that I didn't want them to play originally, or whatever, which is the crazy part ever. But it took a lot of time where like between me and her, we like had to sit and talk like, okay, we only could do this for this, we only could do that for that. We got to make sure that each time that we do something, let's try to like pray over something that's the traumatic scenes, the hard ones, or whatever, so that way like we keep everybody protected, covered. You know what I'm saying? When they leave and go back to what they do on a day-to-day life too as well. So it was a hard one. It hit home very strongly.
It did.
I gotta say, as a person that has been through a lot of the scenarios in that movie, it was I had some triggers, but I've healed so much that I was actually able to appreciate the moments differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not, oh my God, I've been through that. Like, it's more so like you survived that.
Yeah.
And that's what the movie is all about, is the survival and empowerment of going through those scenarios. Because a lot of us can relate. My mama, we got Keisha, whatever, you can call her Carmen, because that woman right there, my mom, very similar. Like, she used to tear me down, and I'm gonna be honest. My mom used to tear me down.
I didn't get though.
My mom tore me down.
That I can
No,
remember.
my mom used to beat me with everything in sight. Like, literally beat me bad. Like, extension cord. Sent me to school back in the days. You had to play gym. They had clothes for you. It was none of that.
Mm-hmm.
And my best friend seen all the little welts on me, and they told the teacher, and I was sitting there trying to hide. And yeah, my mother was. She went through a lot. She had a mom like Keisha.
So it was just.
I broke it with mine. It's like I learned how to scale back my mouth. Because when I start, I will lecture you 10,000 ways. I told you to put that down. Put that down. I told you. Like, I'll tell you over and over again. And I had to learn how to shut up. Because sometimes I be talking in the middle. I'm like, girl, shut up. You getting on them kids. They sitting there getting cross-eyed. And because you talking so much. But the abuse, and I mean, it was so bad that, honest to God, I'm gonna share this. Like, I didn't even realize I was cute until I was 27 years old. That's how bad my mom used to just tear me down. She used to call me funny looking, ugly, transvestite, like everything. I'm like, woman, but damn, you made me though, and I look like you too.
I'm sorry to laugh, but
it's funny now.
It's just funny when I hear people say like the words like Transdyke or
back in the days.
Bull Dagger or any of that. That stuff just make me laugh.
But that's
'cause
what
it's
that's the
just-
word she used to call me, so that's why I like, but it was, I don't know. Overall, the experience was great. Like I can't complain. I like
was.
how you do things. But I want to ask y'all a question. When y'all was going through y'all process and decided why Bianca for the Miss Anna O.
Well, I had already knew, in my mind, I was going to ask for you to be a part of something from Action
Yes.
when I met you. And I was like, oh, and then hearing you speak and stuff. And I was like, I know a person that gives a lot of opportunities, to shine light on people's talent. Okay. And then I think one day we were working on something and he was like, oh, what about... I was like, yeah, what about Bianca? Like,
What
I
about
just
me?
backed it up. I just backed it up, and that's how it came about.
I appreciate that. Like, did she deliver who you wanted? Did you see? Did I
'Cause,
give what you
I ain't
wanted?
gonna fight for
Hell nah. No, I was just playing.
Wait, don't be damaging our product now. Don't damage it now.
Mic drop. She ain't let go.
Nah, yeah. Like from the beginning, like she'd tell you, like I consult like a lot of stuff with her too. Like I was just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, like from the first day, like I seen doing action and all that stuff. A lot of people like in transparency, there can be great talent in the room, and then some of them are just quiet or not outspoken. From the moment, like I walked in, just watching them pay attention, very outspoken, very outgoing, and honestly, like that can go a lot of ways in like different, you know what I'm saying, different roles. So it wasn't just in the sense of like me just thinking of like just this role alone too, because I feel like just me personally or whatever, I feel like I can, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna say direct and mold anything. That's just me. So when I was just thinking about it or whatever, I was sitting there like going through like the roles and like, okay, we need this, we need that or whatever. And I was just thinking about it, talking to her, and she was like, why not or whatever. I was like, all right, if you don't mind or whatever, just reach out and ask first or whatever before, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, girls are a little more like easier to talk to than dudes or whatever first initially. Because you think about it, a black man coming to a Spanish woman, hey, I got this movie I want you to be in.
I know what time
She
it
was-
was.
I
I know what time it was.
want you got this movie I want you to be in.
The first time I would say, well, what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. What am I doing?
Because Adult Swim and how everybody I'm not being in a video. Like, I don't ask to be in a video. Like, I'm a cute little BBW, but just because y'all see me snuggle cuddle looking cute in my little black, don't mean y'all about to have me in the video shoot doing anything. I'm sorry.
I would have taken it as a compliment. Like, thank you.
I do, but it was like, it'd be like,
What you want me to do?
you want me a music video? Nah, next. Oh, you need me to act? Okay, I got you. Let me talk to GBO first. I'm under contract.
Yeah, she
but
is joking.
I got
That's
you.
right.
She is jokes. But yeah, that was pretty much like rolling through my mind at that moment. So yeah, when she asked and you said yeah, I was like, okay, this is perfect. I know how we could do this, we could do that. This will flow easily or whatever.
You want to know the irony though? When she sent me that text asking me if I wanted to be part of the web series, I was literally watching Adult Swim. Like literally watching Adult Swim. As soon as I found out, I said, okay, I want to get to know them. And to get to know y'all, I watched everything. Like Parlay, I watched Escort, the Escort, I watched all that. I just watched the Escorts the other day.
Again?
And was dying. I watched it with my daughter. So I watched it by myself, but then Rolling. I know that. Rolling. They need to watch that because that was so funny. My daughter, she's got a different kind of sense of humor. She was falling out.
Really?
Yes. She was falling out. I don't know if I should give away the parts, but
They gotta go watch it.
You gotta watch it. It's a dope 50 minutes. Like it's
Quick.
so like impactful. Like you just kind of sitting there and you're like, oh, it's over. You feel like you didn't sat through a 2-hour movie.
Okay. Out of all of them that you have watched, which one is your favorite?
Out of all of them, comedy wise, I would say The Escort.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think comedy wise, demo tape holds a. It's a personal thing. I think that's one of my favorite. But Adult Swim got his thing too. Like I got people out of town that's like, oh, when is the next one's coming out? Like, all right, I
Like,
sent you the
I've been in-
screenshots.
I have been in quite a few, right?
Parlay
I,
was real quick though.
I have. I didn't have. Sometimes I like to play the background person. I would just say demo tape right now. I'm on a demo tape high. Like I wake up and it's like it's on YouTube. It's playing. It's like on a repeat thing. I don't know. Maybe it's because my daughter was in Adult Swim too. She got a little snippet in there, but
Your baby's
I don't
still
know.
so good.
This one, it kind of, I don't know. I enjoy it. I'm proud of it. I am overly proud of it. And then it's just like everything we did to bring it together. The premiere was absolutely,
Fantastic.
it had me on a like emotional roller coaster. And I will say from that being my first time, like I went on an emotional, like I had to bring myself down because I was like an emotional wreck after that. Like,
Why?
I don't know,
As
because it was
far
just
as-
like just seeing it play out like that, and then just thinking about like all the stuff like females go through, and kind of like what he said. We tried to protect each other in prayer, but it put me on like emotional roller coaster afterwards, where like my emotions was like high for a couple days because I was like, listen, like yo, like this happened to some people that we know, or just it was just like if I could have just hugged everybody, I would have just.
If
hugged
you didn't
everybody.
go
'Cause
through
I
it
know,
yourself,
I know how hard I fought to not be that mom. To protect my kids itself from like being like molested or raped or getting mixed in with the wrong crowd. Like I have nieces and nephews that's at Danielle age now where they're going out. And recently they
Scary.
just went out to the club for the first time, and I was like, I'm telling my sister, I'm like, you want to do a pop up? And she like, I'm like, okay, but before they left out the house, I'm telling them like, you put your cup down, don't go back. Like I mean it. Like something funny, call me. Like I'm outside because they outside because I want to be up because
No.
I want to be mobile. So I was like on like a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, but I was really like even leading up to it, I was so proud of us because I kept saying to myself though, I kept saying like, I hope this film is dope. I hope we did our thing, and to see it all come together, I was like, in the
see
premiere, I
it
was
come
like, wow.
together, and to be honest, in such a short time, because I know it was probably long for you, but
What was long?
the movie, I mean, they be putting it together because I know
No.
editing be something else.
Look how he looking like.
No,
No.
it was 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You did that,
Like,
but you did that because it was very short.
like my process is like it's honestly like she could tell you, like I say it all the time, like honestly, like okay, when we did the escort, the escort was like a trial and error. It was a lot of like success, but it was also like error at the same point because it was like, well, in a sense, we've never kind of done this before. So it's like
That was my very first
yeah.
camera interaction.
But it wasn't that. Let me tell you, I seen worse. It did, and what I'm gonna tell you what my daughter said. She said it did not look like a Tubi movie. Okay, I don't know if that makes any difference.
Tubi, if you see this,
I mean,
please put us on there so we can show people how it's supposed to look. I'm just
Tubi
saying.
movies, certain Tubi, not all, certain.
We might gotta bleep out that word.
Yeah, certain ones.
Booby movies. No, it's kidding.
Blooper
Booby
movies.
too. No, but no,
We love you, Tubi.
yeah, we love you. Put us on.
I want to go on Prime.
Oh yeah.
No,
Well, let me.
with the big dogs, Tyler Perry. Tyler, if you
possible.
watching this, we
It's
love
possible. I see what you got. I see how you move. I like the integrity behind everything that I can see from being around y'all in a short time. I can read characters, and I feel like everybody is pretty like who they say
Motivated.
they are and motivated, and like we already and hungry, and like I explained
Starving.
to you Eve as well. Like I'm down to get behind the cameras and show me something.
what?
Like what you want me to hold the boom? I got you. You want to hold your cup of coffee while you looking? Like
let me
let's
tell you.
Like I'm down. Like
But the director, he be needing that because he think he's Superman. Because Okay, so you know this one. We're not gonna talk about it because we don't want other people to notice. You know something that you noticed that was going on in demo tape with my. You know, a couple times the cameras was not rolling, you guys, and I was getting real mad with him because it was like we did it. He's like, yes, this is the shot, and then he was like,
Damn it.
we gotta do it again. So we like, well, why you just said this was the? He's like, the camera wasn't on. I'm like,
But did you
what?
Talking shit about me. As if I'm not sitting here.
You're
It's
supposed.
okay.
we don't know. You're not talking about.
Yeah, this one right here. And then the last time, like, I'm in the house looking out the window. He kiki and ha ha, and outside. I come up like, what y'all laughing about? What happened? He like, we just gonna do this scene over real quick. And I'm like, and this was like maybe like the 5th, 6th time. Like we done went through Rochester weather, done went through hot, cold, sunny, rain, literally. And he like,
What you want me to do? You want me to control 3 cameras? I'm controlling 3 cameras. Well, 2. No, actually, we was down to 2 at that time because one of the monitors had shifted off. But I'm down to 2 cameras. One is rolling. The other angle that I want to get isn't rolling, which is her side. So she upset with me because her side isn't rolling. I can't control the temperature outside. If the camera stopped rolling because of the temperature, it's cold. What you want me to do?
but it was nice. It was nice the first 5 times that, and then it was like it just got dark, and then it rained, and then it was like a blizzard. I was like, weird.
Hell.
That was the first time we shot the first scene. Okay, so the first time we shot that car scene. When we shot that car scene the first time.
Girl, and I had to smoke it. What they did not know, originally Keisha was in the car smoking a black. It was supposed to be on camera, but I had done smoked the whole black.
It's over.
Done killed myself.
It was too. Yeah, it was too. So that scene we had to shoot 2 separate days. Again, the first day it worked out, the first part, and then the second half of that second day it just didn't work, and we just did that scene
Like
over
I just
again.
and then watching it. But do you get that too? Like when you watch it, you be like, he ain't even get the part that he was complaining about.
It was. I watched it so far. I think it's been 5 times.
And you're like, yeah, where this part was.
I noticed a lot of things, but then that part at the college that you said you didn't get, you end up getting because I actually said it when I was talking about the transmuting the energy from the. I'm sorry. Let me rewind. Like telling them that you can get something off of the poetry and the literature and stuff like that, and changing like trauma into poetry.
Oh, you turning into pen. You taught that last part.
Yeah, I thought you said.
So yeah, I got bits and pieces of that scene right at that angle. I didn't get the whole thing from the beginning. I didn't get your face from like the whole thing when Danielle walked in the classroom and sat down and everything. Remember, that's why in that scenes in particular, it was mostly on like the students or whatever. And I tried to like flip as much as possible back on or whatever to you too or whatever, because that's where I lost it. I was like, damn, lost the beginning of that scene, but I mean, we made it work.
It still flowed. Like it flowed what I thought, but I ain't gonna lie though. I from the feedback I got, I was so nervous. I was so nervous and wanted to do such a great job. I felt like you're doing too much, or you're not doing enough. But everybody, the reviews that I got has been awesome. Between the play that I did and this, like it's 2 different. You got the comedy side of Bianca, and then you got the more intense, deep side. And I've been getting good feedback from both. So for my first time, I'm just ready to do some more now.
What's your goal as actresses? What are you guys trying to do?
I'm trying to meet Tyler Perry. I ain't even gonna hold y'all.
You already met him. I'm here.
We know my aunt calls him Tyler, but no, she really do. Like, she don't even know his real name. I'm dead serious. She called him Tyler Perry.
Oh shoot!
But no,
better be glad she don't call you TP.
T-Pain.
But no, I'm just trying to see this brand that I'm a part of, which I appreciate being a part of. I'm just trying to see us one day have our own big old studio and just all of us winning.
I could see that.
You know,
I can honestly see that. I think you got intelligent, motivated people. The ones that want to be will be, and I mean that like they're gonna be a part or they're gonna show up. They're gonna do that. Those that want to do other things, that's where they're gonna be. But I can feel this growing and becoming something big as well. And I see the same for action. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to action for putting me in this because honestly, guys, I just see myself as a comedian. I don't know if I ever seen myself as an actor, so to speak, maybe doing reels and stuff, but
I never seen myself not even doing that. I
Like-
tried to do TikToks. That don't work.
like I didn't know. But stepping into this year, this is what I fell into, and I'm loving it, and I'm excited, and I'm more intrigued about that. Like, I want to get back and doing stand up comedy and stuff, and I did do one set at the opening for the dispensary, and I did really great. But it's like I'm ready for the next script. I'm ready for the next. I'm ready. I really want to
different
do a
mindset.
scary movie though, so bad. I really want to do that.
I already done opt out. Okay, the Santa Claus thing was Claus. That was scary enough. You know, they had me about to be killed. I was killed by a
You
killer
got a-
clown.
Did I see that? I
By
didn't see
Clitter.
that.
Claws.
Yeah,
Yeah, scary.
I
ass.
was.
Oh no, I got to see that. I don't know if I seen that.
First of all, okay, let me tell y'all. So when GVO asks me to do something, it don't be a axe. It be like, hey, I'm shooting. You want to come help out on set? I was like, sure. Especially with that one, I was like, sure. And I get there, he's like, so this is what I need you to do. So I'm like, oh, okay, just because I'm thinking the person didn't show up. Okay, you just need to see. It was, oh, I'm mapping this out just to see how I can do this.
A little trickery there.
Yeah, he always tricked me into stuff, knowing
Tricker.
he did. And then it was like, oh, you about to play it.
Did I see it? I can't remember.
When they put me in a trunk. My dad hates that one, by the
No,
way.
I don't know if I seen that. I gotta go back and
When
check.
I say my dad hate that little short, that was a short film. My dad hates it. My dad just hate that I get put in the trunk. He was like, my dad is like very, he talks about it still. Like last week we were doing something and he was like, oh, you getting put in trunks again? And I'm like, like he is so
Like,
adamant about me.
on film, Dad, not in real life. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that and my Adult Swim stuff. He likes Adult Swim. He really does. But my dad is like an old retired gangster, so
Oh.
it's like
That's something to say.
you probably gonna say something about this.
That's all right. That's all right.
He was like, oh, and this. But when he watched Adult Swim, like, my family that did watch it, they give a lot of good feedback. They're like, oh, Martha, man, I'm so proud of you. Like, and then it's like, you be home talking to them kids like that. I be like, a little bit. Sometimes I do have to be Keisha at home because,
I mean, we all got to be Keisha sometimes, but with
to a certain extent.
I was gonna say to a certain.
My kids ain't eating out no trash. If you making your kids eat out the trash,
go to hell,
thank you.
basically.
Damn.
Straight like that.
And if I see you and if I hear something like that, it's gonna be some problems.
I got her back.
Yeah, we in it together.
I love my favorite part about demo tape though. My favorite scenes will have to be when I slammed the door in her face.
You're not the only one that said that.
I loved that scene because I slammed the shit out that door. And when I handed Josh that pack, like, nigga, you what?
Here you go.
Go make some money.
Damn.
I'm like,
Too intensified scene.
Well, the dinner table scene with Grandma, that was super
Yes.
impressive.
you did that.
That I was so impressed.
Because a lot of people like, oh, her grandma looks just like her.
Yo,
And I'm like,
they kept
I'm
saying
like,
that.
no, that's Nita.
Yo,
She's on her Eddie Murphy. That's
Yo,
Nita.
that was phenomenal. Look, I get chills just thinking about when I feel things. I break out to chills every time, when I feel it.
Girl, that's just because you got on shorts and sandals.
No, I'm Rican. Yo soy una Latina caliente, so I stay
Oh my God.
heated. No, I'm still heated in the best ways. But other than that, though, no, it's been a great experience working with y'all. And let me tell you something from the freaking previews. That scene with Blasian behind that glass still creeps me out. Every time I see him, it just be like oh, like
I don't know. That might have been my funniest behind the scenes moment.
That was her. That was her. I had nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I liked it. It was
So,
perfect though.
yes,
Him watching it,
I will
and
take credit. I got to help direct that
that was dope.
that part, and
The
you
lighting on him was that. I don't know.
I
y'all did
wanted him
extra
to
with that?
really.
Huh?
Did y'all do extra with that lighting, or was the lighting behind because it had like a blue hue
Oh,
where
nah,
he was standing at?
so I was trying. So
Glad of
so I
that.
was trying to make like it's funny. I was trying to make each room feel and look distinctive or whatever as far as like color, switch it up, make it pop or whatever. So that room, I had placed like a light in there to make it like kind of like how it is now, like that bluish whitish type of look or whatever. Cause I know I was gonna have him say like some harsh stuff in there or whatever. So
I wanted him to slap the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say it. I ain't cussed the whole time. I wanted him to slap the shit out of her. He just wouldn't do it.
I mean,
He was another one that was gentle. I'm like, yo, you supposed to make her ass up and slap the shit.
could
He's
have
like,
just mushed her real hard, like.
Nah, I want him to. She
he-
gave the okay. I'm like, slap the shit. But he did good though.
Yeah, no,
But that was the funniest one though. We had a
did-
good time.
That
with
scene
that.
was good, but like even from how you put the trailer together and just like ending it with whatever sound you had, and
Sorry, I'm just greasy.
it's okay. And then that look every time, it creeped me out. And then meeting him in person, and I was like, okay, I could separate that character because he does not give that. Sometimes people truly give off their character, and they
That's
can be
why she
gross.
said the same thing about Crash. The way Crash embodied that character in Adult Swim originally, you'd think Josh is like the most
Gangster.
just meanest, cruelest nigga in the world or whatever. Honestly,
Yo, he played that though. He definitely did.
yeah.
That's, I think when we body them, those are like our alter egos, like in real life.
Yeah.
I'm ready for Sully.
I'm just turning the stove up on him. That's all. All right, man. Till next time. I appreciate y'all coming in.
Appreciate you.
Director's chair, director's couch. We out.
Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Roll sound. Sound production, take one.